Hi everyone and welcome to Darksiders 2 Deathinitive Edition, Deathinitive Difficulty Walkthrough. This is part 21, the City of the Dead part 2. And this is more puzzles and some platforming. And the next episode will be the boss fight, the Wailing Host. And finally we are going to go to Lost Light, not Last Light, Lost Light, which is a change of scenery, and after that we're going to go to Earth, which is a further change of scenery. And after that I just I don't want to spoil it, because maybe you're actually playing along, or maybe you plan to play, and I don't want to just spoil future episodes. So the story is definitely at this point getting really interesting. After this point, rather, after the Wailing Host, gets really interesting with the stuff that happens. So I'm a fan of the story as well. And by the way, in the previous episode, not the previous, the other one, the previous, I said that I was going to do a cool announcement, and then I went on and rant about YouTube, and I didn't do my announcement. Well, basically my announcement is that I already bought the Darksiders 1 for Steam, and I will be doing Darksiders 1 at some point in the near future. Now I can't really say TBA. I can't really say a date, because I'm doing other stuff at the same time, and I have other stuff to do. I will say it will be it could be before April. It could be before Dark Souls 3 and Uncharted 4 Brutal, definitely. Or it could be after April, but I will be covering Darksiders 1, because I thought the other day I was thinking about what I said, that I was kind of thinking about it, but I didn't even bought the game, I had it on PS3, and I went on Steam to check out the price, and it's $4.99, $4.99. Jesus Christ, like it's for $5. Darksiders 1 for $5 is like an awesome fucking game, and you get a lot of cool content out of it. So I just I couldn't resist. I didn't even know the Steam price at the current moment. Now these creatures, these green creatures, I don't know what the fuck they are, but I just haven't fought them again. I wouldn't go all alone to say that this is the only moment that you're going to fight them in the game, but I could be close to that statement, because I don't remember fighting them after this close arena combat, and I don't know what the fuck they are actually. But you can actually you can get the shield, the green shield that they have that can actually hurt you. You can get the shield out by shooting them, and then you can go safely to hit them, as you're going to see here. Oh no, I just didn't realize it yet. But eventually I will realize this, and I will kill them by shooting them first, even though one of them already died. See? Well, the point is shooting them before and hitting them after. It's a cool looking enemy, but I wonder if I fight them again. I fight them again, whatever they are. So I wanted to mention a little further about the fucking hypocrisy. Like, I'm a fucking hypocrite. I'm probably retarded too. A little retarded. Because I mentioned in the previous video how fucking bad YouTube is. And this, by the way, this is really cool, going straight to killing these fuckers so they don't summon any more of the skeletons. But this only work on the first one. It's not gonna work on the second one. Okay, so yes, I realized that talking about not liking an environment like YouTube and then being in that environment is kind of hypocritical, and I guess I am a fucking hypocrite. I mean, I don't know how to answer that question. I mean, I started channel on YouTube. At the time that I started it, I didn't fully realize that YouTube was this bad on his politics. I knew some people were in disagreement with some of the copyright things and monetization issues that can come up, and finally have come up to me since I've started the channel, but I didn't fully realize at the moment that you have no fucking contact with human beings. Now, yeah, I'm a fucking hypocrite. I mean, what can I say? I mean, I'm gonna tell you a little story about my life that will kinda cement my theory about me being fucking hypocrite. And I am. I'm being 100% honest here. Let's just not dwell on it, but it's just a little story. Back a few years ago, I mean more than 5 or 6 years ago, like maybe a long time for people, not so much for me. I went to my girlfriend's country family house, right? I went with her to have I was going to say dinner, but I actually went to have lunch and kind of you know, they had like a country with horses and cows. It's a full fucking functioning country barn house, you know. So whatever, I went over there to have lunch and to do something with my girlfriend, I guess. Ex-girlfriend, of course, now. And of course, why would I say of course? I'm a fucking idiot, that's why. Okay, so yeah, ex-girlfriend now, and and yeah, I just, you know, we were walking, like, it wasn't the first time that I went there, but we were walking around, and she kinda asked if I wanted to go see the cows. You know, they had cows, they have a they produce milk over there, and they had cows. So I just said, yeah, why not? I mean, I don't enjoy watching cows very much. They're not really a cool animal to watch, maybe. I'm just rambling. But yeah, I said, why not? And they actually had some cows to eat. And the thing that happened is that I didn't realize that this would happen, of course, but when we arrived, they had like the little cows, the young cows. How's it called? A calf. It's called a calf when it's young. A baby cow, baby cows, whatever. And they were all sticked to the ground. I mean, they were sticks on the ground with little chains that were no longer than a meter long, kind of. And they couldn't move. And this is going to be just like that episode of South Park, if you follow the series. And I kind of watched that scenario. There were a lot of them, like more than 20, and all in the same fucking stance, like chained with no freedom whatsoever to move, you know, and do things. And I kind of look at that scenario and I felt horrible. I felt fucking horrible, and it was worse yet when I approached one of the cows, of the little cows, baby cows, and they kind of tried, like, struggling to stand up, you know, with difficulty, because I guess they have been chained up most of their lives. I can't even think about this because I get fucking emotional. And they kind of started playing with me like if they were fucking dogs. Like I never was around cows because I'm a city boy. I mean, I never was, not even in a fucking zoo. And that was the first time, and he was trying to play with me like a fucking dog. Like he was licking me and like nibbling me, and you know, trying to move and to stand. and to interact with me, and I was like petting him, and at the same time I was fucking dreading the situation because I knew he was going to be killed and eaten, because that's why the baby cows were like that. Like, they do that because they kind of, that this was explained to me by my girlfriend. They do that because it tenders the meat. The meat is more soft by not creating a lot of muscle fortitude, I guess, something like that. I'm sure one of my subscribers, or someone who's actually watching and hearing this can actually, or they have something like that, or they actually know what the fuck I'm trying to talk about. So my heart was fucking broken. My heart was fucking broken that day, and I said this to my girlfriend, and she laughed. Of course she laughed, because she had like a life within the countryside, and she was used to that. That was his family's like work, like sustenance, like his entire family was the country, the barn, the selling of meat, and they have some cows for milk extraction, I guess, and those were not killed, luckily. But all of these little fucking animals that were just like fucking dogs, and just wanted to play and just wanted to be freed of that situation. You know, it's so fucking heartbreaking to watch the lack of liberty. That's what fucking was heartbreaking. The lack of liberty that they had, because I know, and that's why I say I'm a fucking hypocrite, because I kinda was left with that day with a kind of feeling that how can we treat someone that this horribly. And I kinda didn't eat meat for like 3 or 4 days, because I was really fucking depressed after seeing that. And then a few days later, I kinda went back to eating meat, you know, because I eat meat. I actually eat a lot of meat. I like it. That's why I am so fucking a hypocrite, so fucking hypocritical. Because even though the situation really hurt and really was a painful situation to watch, I did nothing to, you know, what could I do anyways, right? Because what could I've done? Like escape with that fucking tiny cow and just raise it in my house? And you know, all the other 19 cows were going to die anyways, and they were going to replace this cow with, you know, I could have saved one. They weren't even going to give me the cow. I mean, they're really expensive though. So I just wanted to, I don't know why I told you this, but I guess I just wanted to tell you a story of how fucking hypocritical I am. And I'm being honest here. Like, I'm being hypocritical and honest. I mean, I like eating meat, but when I watched that situation, it just broke my fucking heart. It really did. And you know, I got angry with my girlfriend a little. Not really, because I will be fucking cynical, but a little, like a little bit. And yeah, because she took the whole situation lightly, like was fucking I was being a fucking idiot, like that. And I think I was a complete fucking retarded idiot that day, but I think I'm still like, I felt what I felt. I don't think I am ashamed of, because I think that's something that any people will feel if they wouldn't, you know, raised in that kind of environment. I don't know. I don't feel I was being dishonest or stupid. Maybe a little retarded, as I said before. Like, I'm a fucking retarded, hypocritical asshole. But I didn't. I want to like clear this out. I didn't left my girlfriend after that day because of the fucking cows. No. she's not my ex-girlfriend because of the fucking cows, but I'm just a fucking hypocritical asshole, and I guess I will always be like that. I mean, like, being on YouTube and being critical of YouTube, I think for me is really important. I always critique everything. That's why some people don't really understand me. I'm not talking about the channel, I'm talking about normal life. Like, I criticize even things that I really like. I have, like, in my channel I have a video of Bloodborne when I heavily criticize everything that's wrong with it, and mostly is multiplayer. But then when you ask me what's my favorite game of almost the latest years, probably Bloodborne is going to be first or second in that list. As you can see, I like criticizing stuff, even the stuff that I like. For another example, I've been a fan of the X-Files for almost my entire youth. Like, I followed the whole of the seasons of the old series of the X-Files. I went to see the first movie, which was fucking amazing, guys. It was a fucking amazing experience to see the first movie in, you know, after seeing the series. The second movie was a fucking piece of trash, but it wasn't bad, but it was like a normal chapter, and I did see it in the movies as well. But then they kinda renewed, not renewed, but they did a sequel of the old series that I'm sure several people already saw it. You know, the new series, with the old versions of Scully and Mulder. Scully is still fucking beautiful. What's the name of the actress? Oh, I have it in the tip of my tongue. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. She's gorgeous. She must be close to 50, right? Something like that. She's still fucking gorgeous. But whatever. Like, and I hate it. I hated the new episodes. It's like they did a retcon of everything of the old series. Like, every single thing that the aliens were and did, even in the movie, was fucking retcon. It was a fucking lie of the government. And spoilers. Yeah. And I hated that proposition. I hated that. Wait, what? Everything that we saw in the past is a lie? All the fucking seasons were a lie? And it's going to be only 6 chapters, and I saw the first and second chapter and I stopped watching it. And you could say to me, wait, you were a big fan of the old series and you're not even going to watch the 6 episodes of it? Yeah, I might watch them later, but I was so fucking pissed that I'm just like real with what I felt. I stopped watching it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to watch it later maybe, if I feel like it. But I'm still a big fan of the X-Files. I guess just not the new series. I hate the new. So okay, so it was a weird chapter, but thank you for watching and tolerating me, and take care.